All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my weekly astrology study for the energies of the week of December 2013, 2021. And this is a very interesting week. I was doing a little bit of studying about it right before I pressed record, and it's going to be something worth watching. At the end of this read, at the end of this week, I think life's going to be very different for a lot of us. We're going to see some really big major shifts. We've got the moon is currently in the sign of Aries, so it's very active. Aries is the initiating energy, it's bold movements. We've got the sun in Sagittarius, again, very strong, fiery, passionate type energies. We're charged up. We have Jupiter is getting ready to move into the sign of Pisces, which is in its own rulership. So that's a very good energy for people who have a lot of Sagittarius or Pisces in their charts, which I am Sagittarius and Moon Pisces. So thank you. I am definitely going to be happy when Jupiter moves into Pisces. But what's interesting is we also have Mars going into Sagittarius, and Mars and fire if Mars is a fire sign and Sagittarius they get along. This is a good energy, and then Mercury in Capricorn is good too. My Mercury's in Capricorn, so Mercury is better in Capricorn than it was in Sagittarius. In Sagittarius, it was definitely all over the place. I could tell. I was definitely, I was feeling that. But we also have Venus at 25 degrees Capricorn. Sorry if I'm moving too fast. It's that Mars and Sagittarius, we've got these planets are in their cusps. And when they're in the cusps, the energy is very, very potent. So you're also going to see a shift in these energies. Once you tune in astrology and see, and you know what's going on, you can really tell. You connect with what's going on. It's very interesting. I can tell my Mercury has calmed down into the sign of Capricorn, but the Mars being in Sagittarius is very motivating us to initiate things where we're developing new beliefs, we're opening our minds. There's some strong fire energy and strong earth energy with the Venus conjunct Pluto. We are definitely overcoming and facing very strong fears around finances and love. It's possible we're really opening up our minds, bringing down walls. We've got Mars squaring Jupiter, by the way, which is very much possible fires around religions. So I am hearing a lot of fire engines around. So watch your lights. Old houses with, dry wood and lights for Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever your leaning is, might want to keep an eye on that. Then we do have the Saturn square Uranus getting closer. So tension is around mandates possibly, or liberties around, you may see global resistance and protests coming to a head, but also in your own personal life, there might be some breakthrough with some kind of restriction that Saturn's been putting you on, depending on your chart. The reason astrology and tarot are so helpful is because it helps us understand some of these hardships that we're going through and the purpose of them. For our higher good. Now we've got moon squaring Pluto, moon squaring Venus, sun squaring Neptune. This is very emotional. We're all feeling deeply. We're really facing some deep fears. Emotions, our subconscious squaring Pluto. Pluto's showing you the truth you don't want to see about hidden fears, facing them. And also it will involve around love and finances. Sun squaring Neptune. That would be like our egos. That would be the breakdown of illusions, egos coming through any kind of delusional states we may have been in, delusions coming to clarity around love, helping you know the truth, what's best. So this is interesting. This is going to be a breakthrough period. Let me throw some cards here. What else was I talking about? Yeah, this blue, look, you see, Venus and Pluto up here conjunct. So whatever house you have Capricorn in, there's going to be a breakthrough with love and finances, and it's going to be for the right thing. This is why a lot of divine unions are coming in. I'm doing reads where it's just like every card is practically the lovers, the marriage, cohabitation card, union, and like mission. So it's like we're really putting our fears aside so we can break through, so we can break through the karma that's holding us back from going into mission with our divine mates. So with these energies being at 0 degrees in Sagittarius, Mercury communication, that we break through barriers, blocks, rigid belief blocks on everybody's part that's stopping progress in our true missions or our purpose. We have to open our minds up, because adapting to these changes, you know, we've got the North Node moving into the sign of Taurus. That's a very, again, it's right at that midpoint where there's the most power kind of coming through, the shifting in the energies. After this, it sort of blends. We don't feel it as much. But in these moments at 0 degrees, it's when things completely shift. It's no longer the Gemini phase of everything. It's going to go into grounding, Taurus, Venus retrograde. Oh, did I say Venus retrograde is coming up, by the way? So while Venus and Pluto are conjunct, so we're getting relationships coming back from the past that were blocked through fears around finances and love. And that's going to Venus is going retrograde on the 18th, which is this week, because we're doing the 13th. And 7 would be to the 20th. So let's pull some cards, Spirit, help us through these challenging times. A lot of people I know are being pressed up against it, because what happens is Saturn restricts us, and we've got the Saturn square Uranus. Saturn has been restricting us in some way because we've been out of alignment and we've been forcing ourselves to go the wrong way. And now we're having a shift in belief. We're seeing the hardship is helping us shift our beliefs so that Saturn helps align us with our true Jupiter calling. We do have this square here. You see, we've got Mars and opposing the North Node, which means we've been acting in ego, initiating in ways of self-ego that are going against our true mission and our union mission with our mate. And then here we are, we're supposed to service the greater whole. We're supposed to live our Jupiter. And so, you know, we're being challenged by Mars going into Sagittarius now, which is what is ruled by Jupiter. So that's just a strong relationship. We have Jupiter, by the way, moving into Pisces at the end of the week. I forgot to mention that, which is going to be extremely great for Sagittarius and Pisces people, by the way. I'm Moon Pisces, Sun Sagittarius. My son too, Ascendant Pisces, and double Sag. He has Sag Sun, Sag Moon. So the sun will still be in Sagittarius when all of that happens. So we're getting a nice boost into the Jupiter energies. So Jupiter is the way through in your chart. I teach people how to live your Jupiters. Sorry, I feel like I got very excited there. I think because Mars is in Sagittarius, I'm getting kind of fired up. Anyway, what else can we look at? You see Jupiter squaring the North Node, so it's telling us not that way, this way. You know, we get in our ego and we think we know where we're supposed to act, and we act out of alignment. You know, animals and nature are in forced alignment. They always know divine will, always. And that's why they always act in balanced ways. That's why if you want to know how to be balanced, look at an animal or nature. And we were given free will with our head and heart. Our intuitive knowing is connected to the divine. It's our intuition. Animals are always connected to their intuition. That's why people say they're so intuitive. And humans are not so, because we were given free will to connect with our intuitive, whether to connect and check with the divine for guidance, or we're going to go in our head, which is very Mars, which is very much my own will. And that's what we've been doing. I do it too. I'm no different, even though I'm aware of this. You know, I'm like, wow, have I been in self-will? I just can tell. So astrology is to help us in divine will. And that's why I study it. That's why I do this, because I want to act in alignment with divine will. I don't want to go the wrong way. I'd rather be higher guided with my actions so that my masculine energy in me, which is my choices, my strategizing, my, that the actions that I take are in alignment with my Jupiter cause, with the cause of the higher good, with where Jupiter is right now and where Jupiter wants us, which is our purpose, the North Node, which is starting to go into Taurus. So we have to ground the right way. You're going to be knocked into alignment by these energies. So try not to be afraid. Just know that you're being knocked into alignment. The alignment actions were going to become clear with Mars going into Sagittarius. You're going to know what to do. You're going to have a higher belief. You're going to feel higher guided, intuitive. You're going to feel optimistic, by the way. Mars, Mercury, and Cap. And plus, don't forget, Sagittarius is very adventurous and fun. So it's good times. Not saying it's 100% good times because we still have Pluto conjunct Venus. So we're coming up against our issues of control and power struggles in relationships and money and all of that, fears around that. So that's not easy. Some people think I'm always really optimistic. I'm not. I know things aren't easy, but if we focus on the good stuff, you kind of get over the hard stuff a little better, I think. Maybe it's a little denial, but things are definitely moving forward. We're just going to do a little breakthrough. Let's pull some cards. All right. Calling in the divine guidance for higher understanding of the current energies of everything that is going on today. Thank you, Spirit. So we get the Page of Pentacles, which is great, which is Mercury going into an earth sign. Yes, that's Pentacles is earth sign. Then we get Divine Lovers. So we're getting communication for financial opportunities with your divine mates. We've got that Mercury going and Venus going into retrograde, which is all about, and with Pluto on it, which is your soul's true. Pluto is all about the soul's truth. It reveals the soul. It's the soul's guidance. The guidance of the soul is the way that will win. So we're looking at relationships that are our soul's relationships, twin flames coming into union, divine mates. My card reads are showing that so strongly right now. Let's take a look. Ooh, the walls. Wow, walls. And confusion is becoming, because I get the Five of Wands and I get the Nine of Wands. So we're looking at everybody figuring out what they truly know in their hearts, what they truly want. The confusion is over around it. People, it's very clear. People are, because I get the Two of Pentacles and the Tower card. So it's like no longer there's clarity coming in around this because of the Mercury going into Capricorn, ready to communicate. And don't forget Capricorn and Venus now and Pluto all in the same sign. It's all about commitment. Yep, Queen of Pentacles comes out, which is financial independence, or shall we say, no longer acting out of alignment financially, and in order to progress in love and in finances. So we're going to now be acting because Mars is being guided by Jupiter, and Jupiter is going into Pisces. Jupiter's in a very strong position. So Mars action is going to follow the higher calling, the Jupiter cause. It's aligning with it, and it's then going to align with the true mission, the true purpose of union of the two forces, which is not all ego on either side. You can be feminine and just as egoistic in your choices, which just simply mean that you're not aligning your choices with divine will. You're aligning them with what you think, because you think that's the right way, but things are changing now. The world is changing. There is no right way right now. That's why astrology is so important. What you want is the right way. What's in your true heart? What's in your heart? What's Page of Wands in the heart space? Aligning with that is going to be what you truly want. Things are going to go forward. I get the Chariot. I get Six of Cups, which is reconciliation with true soulmates, pure relationships. And then I get the Six of Pentacles, which is ready to pay or ready to support or ready to give. So these energies are definitely, and then we get in the heart space, we get the Page of Wands, which is knowing what's in the heart, knowing what's the truth, knowing the Sagittarian. Wands is Sagittarius, Wands is fire. And then we get the Hierophant involving commitment, which is Taurus, the North Node in Taurus, union, marriage. Ace of Wands, inspired new beginnings, and Four of Wands. So we've cleared a lot of karma. So if you want to know how these energies are affecting you, let me know. We can look and see where Capricorn covers in your chart. For me, it's the seventh house. So, that is about contracted relationships from the past coming in, turning into union, especially if it's on your DC. If you have, I know someone I read for is having all these planets on her DC. So it looks like she's about to get pretty hooked into a marriage here with somebody. So it could be in the 11th house, which means you get into a relationship with someone that you've known from a friends group or through social media, and then you become very committed and you get on mission together, most likely out into the social media realm, or you change. A friends group becomes someone from that tribe, or friends group is coming back from the past, ready to commit. So hopefully this message is inspiring for you, because that is the purpose, that is astrology. It's the ninth house. It's Jupiter. It's to restore our faith. It's to help us through. It's so we feel recharged, reinvigorated, re-inspired to keep going on our mission. That's what these energies are going to do for you. They're going to fire you up about your purpose, because we've got Jupiter and Mars squaring that north node. You're here to do something that really does ignite you. And when you do align your Mars energy with your Jupiter cause and your north node, you feel so inspired. The Mars energy in alignment is fantastic. Out of alignment, it causes chaos, it causes havoc. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching. Namaste.